Welcome to Meet the Drummer. I'm your host, Brian Petrie. Today's guest, Bradley Chautin.
What's up, yo?
Bradley, thanks for taking the time to do the show with me, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for the invite.
So let's tell the people where you grew up, how you got into playing drums, how the bug bit you, all of that.
Okay. So currently I'm 31. When I started playing drums, I was 9 years old. My dad was a really good bass player, doing the Cajun scene.
Oh, wow.
So I kind of grew up in music my whole life, just listening to cassettes and CDs, and I always wanted to play something. I just didn't know drums was my thing.
Right.
Yeah. So one night he comes home from a gig, and he wakes the whole family up at like 2 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning. He's like, hey, y'all come outside. At the time, he was driving a little Toyota Camry, and he pops the trunk, and it's a nice Pearl Export
What?
kit, like a nice one. He's like, yeah, you're going to be playing drums. I'm like, holy shit, okay,
Wow.
okay.
Sold.
Yeah, set him up in the house, and the rest is history. And what really got him thinking, like, oh, Brad could be a drummer, was every Christmas Eve, we would go to my Uncle Myron's house, and his oldest son would do a little solo, and he was a pretty good drummer. So he sat me down on the kit one day, and he's trying to show me the 2/4 groove, just...
Yeah.
Well, of course, he's right-handed, on a right-handed kit, and he's trying to show me this cross-sticking thing, and my brain just can't get it.
Because you're naturally a lefty?
I'm naturally left.
Oh,
I'm left-handed.
wow.
So instead of fighting for it, I was like, I'm just trying to be comfortable, and I just did this instead.
Open hand.
And I was like, and it still didn't feel weird because like my brain is getting separated from all the limb independence.
Yeah. Not realizing it's a huge thing now.
Yeah, and I still felt like I was playing it wrong, but he's like, Brad, you're playing it right. Like, you got it. And my dad saw that, and he's like, oh, yeah.
Just looks a little different.
I got a drum on my hands.
Wow.
And at the time, my dad was already like a huge Dave Matthews fan, right? And Carter Beauford.
Yeah.
So
Open hand king.
my dad brought me to Scott's Drum Center like 2 months after he got me that kit. And he was like, I want to put Brad in lessons. He's naturally open-handed, left-handed player. So wow. Joe Gary, he took me in. I stayed with Joe for 3 years straight.
Man, he's just such a great teacher, man.
There's not many people like him.
I know.
Seriously.
Like, I know. He's a wealth of knowledge for sure.
Dude got it going on. He's awesome. And still in his age, he can still shred.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So, we doing these lessons, and there's like a big wall of instructional DVDs at Scott's, right? So I'm just looking at him. He's like, you need the Carter Beauford one. Grab that. So that was like, that was my whole childhood. Just constantly watching Under the Table and drumming.
Yeah.
And really and truly the rest is history. We did 3 years of private lessons. It got to the point where my mom, we from Arnaville. So it was, and we had lessons every Friday afternoon, and I think my mom was just kind of getting pissed off for having to bring me back and forth every Friday in 5 o'clock traffic. And
yeah.
So I think like once she saw that, Brad's getting, pretty good to where I don't feel like I need to keep bringing him, we just kind of bought as many instructional DVDs as I wanted, and then came home and just continued to self-taught myself.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that since.
It's crazy that you landed on Carter Beauford because, man, it just goes to show that the importance when you're young, how the visual aspect plays such a role because it looks natural
to me. It was the perfect first example that I needed to be like, this is okay to play like this.
Yeah.
And watch how good you can be playing it. Because Carter was just like...
Oh, he's amazing.
He's
a freak.
Killer drummer.
Yeah.
So... And then, so 3 years in, so I'm 12 years old. There's this small bar in between Leonville and Arnaville called the Silver Slipper.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, back in the day, they used to have little jam sessions on weekends. So my dad brings me one weekend, get on somebody's kit, and I'm starting to play. And one of my classmates' dad, he was in the crowd, and he also played guitar here and there.
Oh.
So he had just asked me, like, hey, would you want to, play drums with me on weekends and, just jam out the house? So we ended up doing that. And then it turned into us going play like Bisbano's Pizza and Artmosphere and Pilot's Pub.
Yeah, man.
Like all these little different spots
Fun little
around
spots.
Lafayette at 12, 13 years old. My mom was having to bring me to these, these gigs. And yeah. Actually, so Al, his name was Al. He had to go get like government papers for me to be allowed to be in these clubs without my mom, like.
Yeah, right. Like the Roddy Romero law
Correct.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Correct. So my mom would basically just like drop me off, make sure my gear was all taken care of. She'd go do her thing.
I mean, where else can you do that?
Not-
I'm
yeah.
not sure. I don't know, but I don't know of anywhere else where a young kid can go play in a club
Yeah.
like you can down here.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
It's very true.
Without a parent, they can just drop you off and roll
Yeah.
out, leave you
Yeah,
with the
my
drunks, and
mom's-
swim with the sharks.
Yeah, my mom's rule was like, just make sure you feed him and make sure he doesn't smoke weed. That was my mom's rules at 13 years
That's
old.
awesome.
So it would always crack Al up whenever she'd say that.
Wow. That's awesome.
But yeah, I did that for a good little while. And then that led, and then like in grade school, I was always doing the marching band stuff from 5th grade through high school, concert band. As much music as I could put my hands on, I was trying to be involved.
Yeah.
So I played snare drum throughout all of high school, playing drum sets still. Whenever we graduated high school, me and Clay Cormier, he was also a musician, and we graduated the same year, same high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and a really good friend of mine. And right before we graduated, we were just having talks of like, man, we should start playing. Like, of course you good. I kind of, I know what I'm doing. Like, let's form something.
Yeah.
So we ended up playing our graduation song together. Like,
Oh, wow.
It was me on drums, Clay singing, playing guitar. Our principal was playing bass.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then we had a really good keyboard player named Sterling Richard. And from there it landed to Clay Cormier and the Highway Boys. That's how it started. And then whenever we started the band, it was Clay, me, my dad on bass.
Wow.
My dad took the gig for like a year. And then his cousin Nick, and then a couple months into, we ended up picking up Alex Touchette.
Wow.
Yeah. Like whenever Alex was first coming up.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
his very first start. And yeah, we were doing like this country / Cajun rock kind of, trying to be like playing all the genres, as many as we could around here.
We call that a party band.
Yeah.
Everybody just needs a reason to party down here.
There you go.
We got a festival for everything, so
Yeah.
people like to party, so that's a good idea.
So yeah, we did that for a year, maybe a little more than a year. And at the time, I was just turning 19. And so Andre had mentioned to you about how he was doing the Sweet Root thing.
Yeah.
And then went off to better things.
Yep.
So I ended up taking his spot on that Sweet Root gig.
Okay.
And then Sweet Root was trying to like do a rebranding of themselves, and they changed their band name, and they had a goal to like go to New Orleans on Bourbon Street and be like a house band.
Oh, yeah.
On Bourbon.
Yeah.
So they called themselves the American Kids, and we ended up doing Bourbon Street.
Oh, wow.
For a whole year at the Crazy Corner.
Well, that's a grind, huh, man?
Dude, 5 nights a week, from 7:30 to 2 in the morning. And then it was two and a half hour sets, 30-minute break, repeat, 30-minute break, repeat.
Me and Joe Gary, when he was on his episode, we were talking about some of that because he told me how he filled in for one of his friends over there. And he said, yeah, they didn't tell me it was an 8-hour gig.
Yeah.
He said, and then you got to pay $20 to park your car
Yeah.
and all that. So, yeah, it's a grind, man.
It
Holy
really
cow.
was. But I mean, at 19 years old, I'm like the youngest musician on the street. It was just so eye-opening. I got to see so many things I wanted and didn't want to see.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bourbon
New Orleans
Street's a
is
crazy
definitely
place.
an animated place for sure, man.
Yeah, no doubt. And like, still to this day, like this was more than 10 years ago. I'll go down Bourbon. I see almost the exact same musicians on the street, on the stage.
Still doing it.
Still doing it. Wow. That is their full-time job, and they're just like, They just feel like there's no other place on earth that they can do that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, if you can do those gigs, you've got the stamina to do anything.
Yeah.
The only thing that would challenge that, in my opinion, are the outdoor gigs down here in this Louisiana heat in the summer. Man.
Yeah, those 2-hour festivals in some heat, it's not fun.
It's unreal.
Yeah,
I don't
you
think
need
people...
some big fans blowing on you constantly. You need 4 or 5 bottles of water on standby.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, man, before they got these high-powered fans like they have now, we used to take ice chests and fill them up with ice, and we would lay a box fan on it where it would suck the cold from the ice.
Oh, that's actually smart, though.
You know, at the end of the gig, you got a big bucket of water next to you, but at least you were cool for a little while, you know?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, this heat is no joke, man.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it's only getting worse. It's only getting hotter.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I know, man.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, like it feels good in here, and I feel like I'm still sweating.
Yeah. Yeah. But you play better when you sweat, right? Except for your hands. When your hands sweat, it kind of hurts a little bit.
You got to make sure
everything
you're not dropping.
tightens up.
Yeah, make sure you're not dropping them sticks.
Yeah, man.
But so after Bourbon Street, it was one of those things where it's like you start to get tired of the grind.
Oh, you get burnt, yeah.
You feel like you could be doing somewhat bigger and better things, and like of course as a young adult, I want to go travel. I want to
yeah. What's the end goal?
Like it's cool to make good. Like I was making really good money on bourbon, but it's like I wanted more. Yeah, I wanted more than that. I don't want to be stuck on a street.
For sure.
So we were the night band at Crazy Corner, and they always had a day band play before us. And that whole year I was over there, it was Dwayne Dupsy and the Zydeco Hellraisers. Really crazy jitterbug Zydeco, man. Like high energy Zydeco. Yeah. And like I've grew up listening to Cajun and Zydeco around here, and that was like
a different animal,
a different ball game for sure.
Yeah.
So to watch them for like the last 30 minutes of their set every day before playing, I'm like, dude, these guys, it's like just rocking and so powerful.
Yeah.
I ended up, they needed a drummer for like a 10-day run in the northwestern states, like it was California and Oregon, Wyoming maybe. And like a pretty big run. And they knew of me, but they didn't know I could Zydeco like that. They just didn't. They just like, hey, can you play this?
Kind of in our blood down here, man.
Yeah. So he ended up just sending me a YouTube video, like an 1.5-hour set, and he's like, play this. Just learn this, play this.
You'll be fine.
So that was my homework. But he's like a James Brown of Zydeco.
Oh,
it's
totally.
like he doesn't do anything the same. You have to keep your eyes glued on this dude for cues and like.
Yeah.
So that was like really, it was stressful.
Oh,
it was fun, but it was stressful.
Yeah.
So I played with Dwayne for a little over a year, and then kind of had a little falling off from financial issues, and then Chubby Carrier found out that I wasn't on the gig no more, so he was like, I need a drummer. Can you play with me? Wow. So started with Chubby, and then Chubby was really good to me, man. I love Chubby. I learned so much from him.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Really good band leader. He knew how to take care of his people. He knew how to sell the product, and he was a good performer.
Yeah.
So I played with him for about 2.5 years. And then it got to the point where we would do these long runs, come home. So typically speaking, most touring bands, you'll go out for a month, maybe a month and a half, come home, rest for a little period, go back out.
Yep.
Those Zydeco guys don't stop. It's
road dogs.
It's like 2-3 weeks at a time. You come home for maybe a week, 10 days at most, and then you're back on it.
Yeah.
So it's like I felt like I couldn't figure out the work-life balance. And I was really young at the time, but still, I was trying to figure out like how can I at least find time to practice what I want to practice when I'm not on the gig.
Right.
And the times when I felt like I was behind the kid playing, I really feel like that Zydeco groove just kind of
just repetitious
and limited me on like what I really wanted to do. I almost felt stuck in this rut. And I hated that feeling.
Yeah.
So after about 2.5 years, I ended up just, I just ended up quitting and trying to find something else to do. And then it's like every single time that I've stopped playing music for a living and for money, the passion comes back to me.
Absolutely.
Every single time.
Yeah.
But it was just one of these hard lessons because in your head, you're like, I want to be a full-time musician. I want to do this thing. I want to travel the world. I want to make money doing what I love.
Yeah.
But then whenever you're actually in the
Doing it.
motions of doing it, it's almost like a catch-22. It's like, do you really want this? Like,
Right.
So,
Yeah, if you're not on the, with a major artist on a, major tour making the big money,
yeah,
it's a young man's game.
absolutely.
You have to absolutely love it, but you absolutely love it more when you don't need it.
Yeah.
When you
for
do
sure.
it on your terms, it's
For
a lot
sure.
more fun,
Yeah. And then, so I was trying to find an out of the Chubby gig, and I didn't necessarily know if I wanted to go back into another group and continue doing that full time. And in high school, I was always like detailing my friends' rides and relatives. So like I was like, oh, maybe I'll just start washing some cars for some side money. So I started doing that and juggling like weekend warrior gigs with whoever needed a drummer, like a sub kind of thing.
Yeah.
And just detailing at the same time. And I did that for quite a while. I'm still detailing to this day. That's what I do full time.
It's a good business, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Paint corrections and ceramic coatings is where the money's at.
That's awesome,
And
man.
it's pretty gratifying to make an old piece of junk look new
Beautiful.
again,
Yeah, for sure,
So,
man.
I enjoy what I do. But
Chubby, man. Chubby's a road dog.
I think he's still doing it.
Yeah, my buddy John Barres, bass player, is playing with him.
Okay.
And if I'm correct on this, I think he's looking for a drummer again
Really?
right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
He had Jamie Roman
Jamie,
who came
yeah.
on here, and I love Jamie.
Jamie is a cool dude, and
Oh,
he's a
he's
really
awesome.
good singer.
He is.
He can sing well.
Talented dude, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did one of his original songs when he came on. It was
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
How many bands were you with?
I was doing a lot of sub stuff, like just Caleb Olivier and
Caleb's so talented.
Johnny Gwynn, and
Yeah.
I was just trying to play with whoever needed a drummer at the time,
Yeah. It's fun to do that sometimes, man. Just go lose yourself in all the different styles and just,
Yeah, for sure.
have fun.
For sure. And then I'm just trying to make some money doing what I love,
For sure, man.
Yeah. And that's kind of where I was at.
Yeah.
But really and truly, after the Chubby gig, I feel like I took a pretty big pause, and I started doing my own shop with the detailing stuff. I
Took a little break from it.
Yeah, I did that all through COVID, from like 2020 to 2023. And it got to the point where, dude, it was getting hot. I was working kind of by myself. It was just kind of like exhausting.
Yeah.
So I ended up, and in the middle of this COVID stuff, I ended up meeting Justin Chautin. And he apparently needed a drummer for a couple dates. And I played drums with him for 2 gigs. And that turned into, like, he gets this huge blow up on TikTok
Oh, wow.
that, like, kind of put him on the map.
Yeah.
And he ended up landing, like, a Snoop Dogg tour where he's, like, a support act for, like, Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg and
Wow.
Nelly and, like, some big acts.
Major. Yeah.
It was wild to me. Like, I've never experienced nothing like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So we ended up doing that. And in the process, he needed a guitar player, and he ended up hiring Pablo Pilaran. And still to this day, me and Pablo are really good friends. After that tour, we both kind of like parted ways with Justin. And we ended up meeting this other little kid. His name's Dom Ellis. And he also was like a overnight TikTok star.
I was going to say, it sounds familiar, Dom.
Yeah, like he has like that Tyler Childers voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Pablo calls me one day and says, "Hey, like this Dom kid needs to track some stuff at his studio. It wasn't Dockside, so it wasn't in Maurice. Or is there another studio in Maurice?
Dockside's the only real one I know of.
Yeah. But I know it wasn't Dockside because we've done some tracking in Dockside before. It was a small, it was a pretty small studio. But we went over there, we tracked a few things for him. And after the session was done, me and Paulo would just kind of ask him, like, hey, like, he was 18 years old at the time. We were just like, what's your goal with this music stuff? Like, where do you see yourself in a year or two?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I really would like to go to Nashville and, like, kind of pursue that. And after hearing this young kid say that, I'm like, damn, it kind of just, like, put a fire in my ass. Like, man,
Yeah.
you know, I was 27 at the time, about to be 28. I'm like, man.
One more shot, baby.
Yeah.
One more shot.
Right before my 30s. Like, let's go try this. So sure enough, I ended up enticing Pablo. And we're like, let's do it. So it was me, him, and another buddy of his named John that played bass. We packed up all our stuff and moved to Nashville. And the first month was pretty brutal, trying to get your way into that door. You go into all these bars on Broadway trying to talk to these musicians. They want to talk to you, but at the same time they don't. You know, it's a weird little shady business. But for the first month, we were just busking on the street. I had like a little suitcase drum set.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's a snare and 2 toms, and you fit it in the
exactly
kick.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I brought that out, and they brought out their instruments, and we just played on the street in Printer's Alley.
Wow.
Yeah, and we did that for probably 2 weeks, and then we ended up getting picked up in one of those bars down there, and they gave us a monthly gig. So,
wow.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That got us into that, and then a little after a month, after doing enough hounding to some of these band leaders, they finally called me like, hey, I need a drummer. Can you do this shift?
Yeah.
And when you're first doing it, it's like, yes, I'm in. Like, it's awesome. Everything's going good. You're not getting paid the most money because it's a 4-hour gig for maybe $100 plus tips, and then it all depends on the crowd and how good the band actually is.
Wow. I believe a lot of the stuff on Broadway now, all those clubs, I think they're going through some school.
Yeah, it's called Honky Tonk School.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So they're going through there, and you know, that's what's going on there.
Yeah, I've been a part of that. Like, I've seen how it works.
Yeah.
But so the Honky Tonk School, if you're good enough, they basically like do auditions and they build these bands. And then if the bands are good enough, they'll give you like a shift at certain clubs, like the Tootsies,
Honky
Tonk Central, Rippies.
Yep.
I think there's one more. I just can't remember the name of it. But yeah, and if you're good enough, they basically just give you shift work around those 4 clubs.
Yeah.
And technically on Broadway, that's like the bottom of the barrel. You know, like everyone starts there, but eventually, yeah.
Totally.
So I ended up doing the Broadway. Well, Pablo's still there now doing it. But I ended up doing the Broadway thing for a little over a year, like 14 months.
Oh, wow.
And it got to the point where, dude, I wasn't just doing it on the side and, like, found a day job out there. I was doing it full time.
Yeah.
Playing every single day. There was not a day off. Maybe 1 or 2 days a week, occasionally. But I was just trying to pick up every shift I could. And it got to the point where I was doing doubles and triples majority of the time.
Yeah.
And when you're playing drums for 6 to 9 hours a day,
oh, dude, it's taxing.
It's not sustainable.
Right.
And then
when the hell are you going to eat?
Yeah.
You know, you're running from one gig to another. When do you eat?
You don't eat.
Right.
You drink
better pack
water
a lunch.
and or snacks, and you better run to the next venue with your gear. Like,
right. Yeah, I saw a bunch of people pulling little wagons with all their stuff in.
Yeah, I mean, that is the easy way to do it, but we've I've experienced like Morgan Wallen coming to the Nissan Stadium.
Yeah.
And he just draws in so many people. Dude, good luck trying to carry that little rolling cart through all these people. You can't get through.
No.
So I just had a system where I just had my cymbal bag as a book sack, and I had my seat and my sticks
shoved in
inside,
there. Yeah.
And then my pedal and my snare. And I was just, bobbing and weaving as much as I could to get through.
Man, yeah.
But yeah, it was fun to say that I did it, and it was a good experience. But I truly don't understand how people could just like want to do that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's tough. It makes you question like, how much do you love music, really?
You know, I think a lot of people get caught in the moment. It's like, oh, this is so fun. I love this. I can't wait till tomorrow. I can't wait till this weekend, whatever. Not thinking, a lot of people don't think long term like that until it's too late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then
Yep.
they get caught in it. But, you know, fortunately, you know, guys like us, we have people that make us aware, hey, look, go for it at a certain age. But at some point, you have to wake up and say, okay, when I'm older, do I want to wake up 50 years old in the middle of a bar with no insurance, still doing this?
Correct. No retirement.
Lugging all my stuff around
Yeah.
and, you know, no savings, no retirement. Then what? You know?
Yeah.
So, hey, look, it's fun and all that, but, you know, you have to plan for it, man.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So,
And like you said earlier, I really do think it is a young man's game. You know, like you can make those mistakes in your 20s and not really, you know,
yeah,
just learn from that and, you know,
right.
get mature as you know, get older. But
Yeah.
yeah, so once I moved back from Nashville, I've just kind of been doing like sub gigs for Clay Cormier and Adam Malaysia and
Yeah.
and I mean still playing every day at the house, you know, like I get off of work, hang out with my girl for a little bit, and you're like, hey, let's go play. So while I'm playing drums, she's basically sitting where you at, and she has her earmuffs on, and she's reading the book.
Wow.
You know?
Just hanging.
She just wants to be around while I do my thing, and she's just doing her thing.
She's a bit artsy, too.
Yeah, she's
'Cause I
she's
see-
crafty.
Yeah, I see you post with some of her art, some of her creations, man. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's pretty neat, man.
Dude,
you know,
that
it's
was
cool.
at Burgersmith last night. There's like a chalkboard where we sit, and she's like, "Hey, you want me to draw you something?"
That's
I'm like,
awesome,
yeah,
dude.
she
I
just
love
goes- I'm like, within 5 minutes, I'm like, "Oh my
Wow,
god!"
I love that, man. That's
She
great.
even made me this shirt.
Wow,
Yeah, sex symbol.
wow.
Yeah, she has this thing where every Criers gig, she wants to just make me like a whole different shirt, just cause.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, she's crazy.
Yeah, that's great. Well, you know, this is another thing we talk about too, man. It's so important to have a significant other who is supportive
Absolutely.
of what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Because we say it all the time. And musicians, we're sensitive people.
Yep.
No question about it. We pour a lot into what we do, and we're sensitive about it. You know, so to have, you know, a significant other that supports you is it's critical, man.
Absolutely.
'Cause if you have
Everyone needs a
somebody
little
who's-
cheerleader.
Right. Because
Yeah.
when you're fighting and butting heads and you're down in the dumps, and it shows when you're on stage. So it's so important, man. You know, it's so good that you have that because,
Yeah.
you know, because you can tell the vibe just from the pictures.
Yeah.
You posted this. I've never met her, and I can almost feel the vibe
Yeah.
of what it would be
Yeah.
like if I did meet her. You
Yep.
know, with you. So
Yep.
that's cool, man. It's important, but yeah, I love that, and kudos to her, man. It's
Yeah, we
good
get
job.
married in 3 weeks.
Oh, sweet! Congratulations,
Yep.
man.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
Thank you. I'm real excited.
Yeah. So how'd you meet her? While we're on the subject, let's go.
How did I meet her? So, my best friend who I work for at the detail shop, or Prestige Films, it's more than a detail shop. But his fiance, my girl and his girl were like best friends growing up, like, and they randomly just put us on a blind date. So we had a car show. We host Cars and Coffee at Carnival.
Okay.
One Saturday a month, and we would tear down the whole production, and afterwards we would go eat at a restaurant. And my buddy Tyler's like, "Hey, I got a girl come and meet you today." I'm like, "Oh shit,
Sweet.
all right." kind of nervous because I wasn't expecting it, but I'm like, "All right, cool."
Yeah.
So we pull up there, and she walks through the door, and I'm just like, you know, just jaw drop kind of moment, and yeah, the rest is history.
Man, now you're getting married in 3 weeks.
Yep,
How about that?
yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, man, let's talk about your current gig. Okay, so you are currently the drummer for the band Criers.
Yes.
Man,
yes.
you guys are blowing it up. Right now, y'all are setting everything off, man. It's awesome.
It's been fun.
Yeah, walk us through all that, man. How it came about, what it's like playing with them. You know, your experience with the guys and the girls in the band.
Yeah, guys and girls.
Yeah.
So how did it start? Okay, so I have a coworker of mine named Jared, and he's good friends with the band manager, Luke, of that band.
Okay.
And I just got a random text from him one day at work. He's like, "Hey, are you still doing sub gigs as a drummer?" I'm like, "Yeah, who needs a drummer?" And he said, "This band Criers is looking for a drummer. I was just wondering if like I could throw your name in the hat if you're interested." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Never heard of this band ever. So I'm like, I look it up on Facebook. I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty cool.
This would be fun.
Emo cover band, cool."
Yeah.
And I listened to a few things, and they sound pretty damn good. I'm like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah.
And then like a week later, me and my girl go on a little winter vacation, and they ended up posting this the drum audition thing.
Yeah, I saw that. I remember when they did that.
They posted this audition thing, and you go through all the paperwork really, and just you put all your information in, and they have a list of songs that they want a video of, and I'm like, "Oh, I like all these. I can play these songs."
Right.
So on that whole vacation, I was just cramming these songs in my head, and the moment we got back from vacation, I just started videoing them, sent them out the moment I got them done.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were like, and they didn't want to tell me immediately like, "Hey, you got the gig," because they had so many other drummers auditioning.
Yeah.
So they were like, "We're really interested. We'll keep you in mind. We'll let you know."
Yeah.
And it was about a month later, they hit me up. They're like, "Hey, we want you to play with us full time. Here's the gigs." And
The production is beautiful, man.
it's awesome. Everything about what they do is just professional.
Yeah, top notch, man.
Yeah. All those musicians in the band, dude, they all do their homework. They all know their parts.
That's
They're
so
all
nice.
seasoned. They take this seriously. Like, they really care about their craft, and it shows for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, because I've seen a couple of videos, since you joined the band, and it's killing. I know when y'all played Rock and Bowl, man, y'all had a massive crowd in there.
Yeah, like
one of the biggest crowds.
A little over 700 in there.
In there, that's cram packed.
Yeah, it was
that's awesome.
It was fun.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's something, man, unfortunately we don't see as much anymore, and I'm glad that you guys are bringing that out because, look, the scene needs a little shaking up.
Yeah.
So that's great what you guys are doing, man. It's kudos to the whole group, man.
I mean, I really wish more people would support local. And I understand, finances are tight or people always have plans to do this, that, and the other. But, like...
Yeah. Well, and it's the music selection that a lot of bands are choosing to play, too. You guys are doing what nobody else is doing.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
And I've always said that when I would put bands together, it's like, hey, let's do all the stuff that's popular that nobody's touching.
Yeah.
Because there's enough of that out there to make a set list with, for sure.
Correct.
So that's awesome, man. Kudos to you guys because
Thank you, man.
Y'all are doing it right.
We've been enjoying it. It's been fun. We have, I think, 4 or 5 more dates on the schedule for the year, and then they're gonna start worrying about next year booking and.
Yeah, that's good, man, because they're smart. The way they do that, we were talking about that earlier. You
Yeah.
guys got a marketing genius in your band.
Yeah, Tim is a marketing genius.
He really is, man.
Yeah, and he just understands that, like, money is a big part of this game, and 2, you can't dilute yourself in this one area and be super saturated. And
Right.
You have to be real strategic about all that.
He's great at balancing hype and presentation.
Yeah.
He's really good because I watch a lot of that, man. I notice that's things I look for, man, and he is really brilliant when it comes to that. It just creates so much interest, and that hype is half the battle.
Yep.
A perfect example, Conor McGregor's last fight, man. The hype
Hype
around
was
that fight, and man, he went in there
And a minute in, done. Yep.
but
Yep.
but the hype before it was
The anticipation.
no,
Yep.
it's unreal. So, and that's Tim's great at that, man. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. So, talking about advice, man. If you had to give a young drummer who was coming up and wanting to do what we do any advice, what advice would you give somebody to try to steer them in the right direction?
Let me think about that for a second, because I want to give some good advice.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be cliche about it, but like, definitely have fun with what you're doing.
No
like
doubt.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
There's everyone that's up and coming that really wants to do this. Their dream of is like, I want to do it full time. I want to be on these big stages. I want to do it.
Yeah.
But you have to ask yourself, like, are you having fun doing it?
Yeah. The playing part is fun.
Correct.
It's the work that comes in before and after
Yeah.
that's not fun.
Very, very much so. Yeah, that's where the work is.
Yeah.
That's the work. Being
Right.
on stage doing what you do that's the
That's the
bonus
fun
of
part.
the job.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I would definitely say just have fun with what you're doing and try to remember why you're doing what you're doing. Like,
Totally, man.
And play with purpose. Like play like it means something to you.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
That's great advice, man. Yeah, because, so many people just go through the motions and it's like, hey, come on,
Yeah.
give them a little bit,
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, the question, man, this is probably the main question on every episode that we talk about the Cajun musicians and Cajun drummers down here. We all cook, man. So you do any cooking?
I'm not the biggest cook, but my girl is.
Well, there you go.
my girl's the cook.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite thing she cooks for you, man?
Oh,
So she's a good Cajun woman, right?
yeah.
Well, there you go.
She makes a mean chicken and rice and gravy.
Oh, man, you can't go wrong with
It's unbeatable.
that.
It's so good.
Especially after a gig when you get home at 3 a.m, you throw that and heat it up.
And she makes it seem like it's so easy to do. Like
Oh,
she
yeah.
can whip that up instantly. It's like, how?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's a keeper.
Yeah, for sure. That's why she's getting married. That's
Yeah.
why I'm getting married.
Okay, well, tell us a little bit about the song you chose to play today, man.
So the song that I chose today, I'm not even really familiar with this artist. I don't even know. I think he might just be building these tracks. Whenever I was doing lessons with Joe back then, we would just jam out to some drumless tracks. Like we both play pocket, and then like we called it trading fours. He'd start
for sure.
soloing, and then he'd give me my 16 bars. And
Yeah.
so like, I really just enjoy practicing to any kind of drumless tracks because I get to be free on it,
Yeah.
make it my
Groove a
own.
little and improv a little.
Make it my own. So this one right here, it's a song called Flow Jam, and it's essentially this producer that makes gospel tracks, gospel and funk tracks.
Yeah.
And dude, they just so fun to play. And I was like, man, what song do I want to play? It's like I have so many, I didn't know which one I really want to choose to like showcase what I do.
Yeah.
So I just went through these drumless tracks. I'm like, nah, this one sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll
This will be fun.
I'll just roll with this one. And yeah, so I wouldn't say this showcases everything that I do, but this one's just like a fun one to play.
It'll show you having fun.
Yeah.
That's what
And
matters.
that's what it's, yeah. that's
And
what
that
it's
goes
about.
to you're true to your word, man. This is what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
So awesome. Well, anything you want to share with the viewers, or anything you want anybody to know or share?
Come get your car detailed at Prestige.
There you go. Plug it. Yeah. If you got any kind of social media or any advertiser, let me know, man. I'll throw up the links. Tell them
All
about
right.
it, dude.
Yeah.
Don't hold back. Hey, look, we're not filtered here. So if you want to plug your company, tell them about it, baby.
Yeah, Prestige Films. And Criers has a gig August 22nd in Shreveport at the... Damn it, I can't remember the name of the...
You said Prestige Films?
Prestige Films.
Tinted my truck, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
For real.
Yep. So we do window tinting, we do vinyl wrapping, we do paint protection film, and we do anything detailing related.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did my truck. I love it.
Yeah,
Great job.
We just opened up a big old shop off of Youngsville Highway. It's probably like 15 minutes from where you are.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a nice operation.
Yeah. Well, when I was going to my office off of Hugh Wallace, when I was
Okay.
going into the office, the other location is
Yeah,
right off of there.
Yeah, off of Mecca Drive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Your Industrial Parkway.
yeah. Cool. Good,
Yeah.
Good people, man. All right, brother. You ready to play some drums?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Let's play some drums.